Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Gorilla Blood Radio. I am Daniel Correa, throwing it coast to coast over to Scott NDX out in New York City. What's up, Scott?
I am tired.
You tired?
I'm always tired.
Yeah. Well, also with us to make your day a little better or worse, depending on the circumstances. Harry the Boobs. What?
How y'all doing?
Good. Good, brother. Good, man. What you been up to? How are you still recovering from your freak out fandemonium of the Rod Stewart concert?
No. I'm fine with Rod, dude. What's got me bugging this week is this guy I call Adam. His name's Adam Miller. He wrestles death matches, dude. And they're doing a match that involves tacks and like light tubes and barbed wire and a few other bits of plunder out in Southern California in September. But the thing that really that's okay with me. That's it's death match wrestling. It's a different sort of
There's nothing
wrestling.
okay with light tubes. Light tubes is not a wrestling move.
Well, hold on. That isn't the worst part. They're doing this in a ring filled with Legos.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're laughing. Have you ever stepped on a tiny ass Lego in the middle of the
No. I'm the reason why I'm laughing is my parents, my dad, just brought up a meme to me that says all these people bitching about stepping on Legos. In my day, you got started screaming if you stepped on a jack.
Those were, those fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Legos?
First of all, you bring up to me like back in my day. Fuck, I had jacks as a kid too.
I know.
It wasn't just a 1950s thing; it was a 1980s thing too.
Yeah, but shoot, a lot of the jack sets that I had were more plastic little pieces rather than the metal, so like puncture wounds.
Honestly.
Yeah, still, the plastic, tiny little feet. You're not heavy yet.
Oh Lord, I think a ring filled with New Jacks would be more lethal.
No, jeez.
Hold on a pole match. New Jack on a pole match. Get it done.
So anyway, I'm talking to the dude I was telling you about, Daniel, the promoter from this promotion out in L.A. called XWW Wrestling, Extreme Worldwide Wrestling, does something called the Ultraviolet Cup every year. It's a tournament of hardcore matches, hardcore people from around the country. And I guess they harken back to the Japanese hardcore style of wrestling. But yeah, I've talked to this dude said something about Legos and I lost it. I'm like, excuse me, do you know what it's like to step on a Lego? It's horrid. He's already been in a Lego match.
Dude, that's awesome. That's freaking hilarious to me.
Dude, I had a great 2-hour conversation with this dude. He was really cool and everything. And he dude, you got to listen to this interview, man. I made fun of everything. When he talked about the fans, I thought of serial killers.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. I'm digging into people. I'm just doing it, with a sense of humor, making them laugh about it, so that they don't get pissed off at me about it. But when I don't know if they understand that when I tell them these things about these people, I genuinely mean them. I'm not. This isn't a joke to me. I'm serious when I tell you this. I'm just saying it in a way so you'll laugh.
Yeah.
This guy, and for 2 hours, I had this roll.
That's cool, man. And that's already up on the on demand for Pro Wrestling 24/7.
There's 20 minutes of a 2-hour show. I cut 4 segments out about it, basically where he's telling about kind of the deathmatch thing, and he making some comments about, and then talked about the fans a little bit. Talked about. I got him to answer my question. Is pro wrestling a sport? That's one of the things I ask everybody. I try to get them to answer that one question for me, because if you're sitting there and you're telling me that if you can define pro wrestling as a sport with entertainment, I'll accept that. But when you tell me that it's more entertainment than more athletics, you're full of shit. You are absolutely full of shit. And I have some more to talk to you about. I'm going to turn on you, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on you when you tell me. I've done that to people, dude. Listen to the Jerome Daniels interview. I turned on him when he said it was entertainment. It was the entertainment part of it. I'm like, no, it's the athletics. If you're not there for the athletic part of it, then why the hell are you in the business?
Why can't you be there for both?
You can be, Scott, but when it's the entertainment that's more important than your performance in the ring and you're a shitty wrestler.
Yeah, but sometimes still Mike Bennett has a job.
That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
But so does The Miz.
But The Miz is a great performer.
But The Miz has only been a great performer for the last 2 years. What about the 8 before?
He was a world champion.
Yeah, and he sucked when he was a world champion. He became champ because of his fucking character.
Okay.
Can I just say, the first 10 years of John Cena's career,
Scott.
it was more about the entertainment than the wrestling. Let's be honest. It's become sports entertainment. We're still pro wrestling fans. We will still sit there and watch pro wrestling. But the evolution of pro wrestling is sports entertainment. And if you don't recognize that and realize how important the entertainment portion of pro wrestling is, then you guys gotta step out of it and realize, shit, I'm too antiquated for this.
Well, and on top of that too, I gotta bring up, Stephanie McMahon did have to testify in front of Congress and did say that Hulk Hogan, who is arguably the greatest entertainer the company has ever had, was a shitty pro wrestler.
Yes, he is. And yes, he was. And that's the whole. But the thing is, it's the way they presented their product to people. You understand? When you see entertainment and it's done, that's why SmackDown was so damn good when it came out, because they did everything in the ring. There was very little going on backstage other than a walkthrough or a quick going to the ring segment. Okay, and then Raw, it was the same format. Long interviews backstage, stupid bullshit you really don't care about to add to a storyline. And then when they have something good, they beat it to the ground until you don't want to see it ever again. SmackDown did that with Randy or Bray Wyatt too. So, I mean, there is entertainment in pro wrestling. The pro wrestling should always come first. And when you talk about The Miz, The Miz was not the greatest wrestler in the world, but what he could do with promos and stuff made up for that. And it doesn't just depend on The Miz Mizan. It also depends on the fact that the guys that he got in the ring with could make him have a better match than he could have. He made him up his game. Okay? The same goes with John Cena at this stage in his career. Daniel, you and I had talked about this. For the last 4 years, he's been up in that game. Or no, with Scott. But he's been up in that game. Every time he gets in the ring, he shows us why he deserves to be called a legend in the business. He shows us that he does know how to actually wrestle a match. Name one time Tuesday that Nakamura and Cena ended up outside the ring in combat.
Well, they're not outside the ring type wrestlers. So you're not going to see them outside the ring.
Okay, so they're not spot monkeys for that kind of stuff, right?
They don't have to be. That's not the way they wrestle their style. You're going to tell me, though, that you're not going to be interested in watching a Neville match just because he goes outside the ring too often?
I have no problem watching Neville because Neville is a great in-ring performer. He to be honest with you, Neville is... what I see in Neville is like the second coming of the Rabbit Wolverine. He is just that good at being a heel, at being a dominant heel, at the high-flying stuff he does. Nobody can pop what Neville can do. He is the best that they have in their company, period. No matter what 205 Live NXT, Neville right now is the best they have. He is all around the best. He can wrestle. He can do everything in the ring. And he leaves it in the ring every time he steps in the ring. He is a man who is worthy of a WWE World Title of his waist. He's a smaller guy like Benoit was, but he damn sure deserves to be put in a position where he's carrying that company because people will love that man. They will love to hate him. He's just that vicious and that evil, and he should parlay that title into a title shot of some sort for a main belt. Screw being on 205 Live. I want to move up to the main roster. If I got to steal one of you, to grab one of your damn belts, I will. Boom. Neville's there. Permanent.
No.
The man, sir, is just that good.
Well,
Sorry, that's
That's all right. Well, we'll see what happens here in the coming weeks because rumor going around is that they're going to have another superstar shakeup after SummerSlam.
Why?
Because Enzo Amore got to go.
Yeah, that's one of the things. He's apparently on people's shit list now. He got over in the UK tour. He got thrown off the tour bus. I don't know what he said or what he did, but Roman Reigns was the one who threw him off the tour bus.
Yeah, so Roman right now, if you ask me, is locker room leader, and I'm fine with that because he seems like a decent person.
We don't know that. I don't know his higher circumstances, but it's either he's locker room leader and Enzo was acting a fool, or he's just like Randy Orton and maybe just doesn't like him and wants to kind of get rid of him or something. Like what happened with.
There's a few people that don't like him.
But it's.
I mean, they even brought that shit up on Bring It to the Table with Rosenbaum.
That was a good episode.
JBL and
Graves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see.
I'll give them credit. At least they don't, sway away from, some actual controversial stories on that show.
Yeah. No, but we'll see what happens.
Cancel like Legend with JBL.
Because according to Meltzer, he's here in again, grain of salt because it's Meltzer. Supposedly, there are names that could be sent back down to NXT right now that have been floating around, and I'm wondering if Enzo's one of them.
I would hope so.
Well, promoting a few guys have worked. I mean, look what it did for
freaking
Zack Ryder and Cesaro.
Yeah. Hell, even Tyson Kidd before the injury.
Cesaro and him put together a tag team that actually won a championship.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, in all honesty, they have guys on the main roster that if they get rid of 205 Live, if 205 Live wasn't there, period, those cruiserweights wouldn't be there because they're not up. There's a lot of them that are not up to the caliber of the main roster.
Would Neville be there?
Neville would be there, yes, but Neville would probably
gone through and prove himself in, in NXT. I would definitely think, well, we know Ho Lun is no longer in the company for now.
Yeah, he actually requested. It came out later on that he requested to be back home because he had some family things to deal with.
Mad respect for him.
So, I mean, I didn't particularly care for him.
I may not have thought he was a good wrestler, but, hey, who knows what happens with time in the performance center.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, but, yeah, so, I mean, if 205 Live isn't there, I think there's maybe Cedric Alexander, Neville, maybe TJ Perkins, and I would say Tozawa and Tony Nese would be on the bubble.
Why would Tozawa be on the bubble?
I like Tozawa personally, but
I've been a fan of his for a long time.
But when it comes down to it, more than likely, especially if he's not part of the cruiserweight thing, my hunch is that they would do something super gimmicky with him like they did with Tajiri. And yeah, he might be there, but he'd basically be a farce of what he really is.
Now wait. You have him with Titus right now. Titus says, "Man, we're all thinking this."
Oh, I'm waiting for that to blow up and him to beat the shit out of Titus.
I think his Cruz is going to jump. They're going to turn Titus into a strong ass face manager because you're not going to turn Tozawa heel, okay? And it makes more sense to turn Cruz heel.
that dude smiles too much. He can't be heel.
Oh yes, he can. Why can't he be a heel and smile all the time?
Because
that would be part of his gimmick, man. He just smiles because he's beating your ass.
I don't know about that.
We're all happy that he's beating your ass in the ring. That's part of his gimmick.
I don't know.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't even
seen him try to turn him heel and watch that fail in their face miserably.
Yeah, honestly, I could see them moving him back down as a way to work the main event with Bobby Roode to get him over and give him a title run for the NXT title.
And then elevate Bobby Roode.
And yeah, do something. I mean,
Bobby Roode does not need NXT.
Oh no, he doesn't. But
honestly, there's a few guys that down there that don't need NXT at all, and one of them's Aleister Black.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Speaking of Aleister Black, the last couple of weeks, who he's been facing, freaking Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. I was like, what?
And let's be honest, those are the first two matches Aleister Black looked vulnerable in.
Yes.
Bobby Fish, being a similar striker and submission artist, took it to Aleister Black. Kyle O'Reilly almost fucking beat him a few times, it looked like.
Yeah. Those were fun.
I'm kind of disappointed that, well, it looks like it's going to be as much as I really want to see it, Tommy versus Black at NXT. I'm also disappointing that a debuting Adam Cole isn't coming in against Aleister Black at NXT.
Baby.
He rubbed that in.
Oh, dude, I'm perfectly fine with it. I know he's rubbing it in because he's gonna be there, but I don't care, dude.
But you have to agree with my idea for the match. I mean, the story's going where it's going right now. It seems like the perfect way to debut Cole and give Black his first loss in a legitimate fight.
And the way that they've been, again, rumors flying around is that Triple H is talking about putting Fish, O'Reilly, and other people, quote unquote, other people, in an ROH-esque stable.
Did you also hear that when they talked about Bobby Fish that Primetime actually dropped New Japan and ROH names?
Oh, they did?
Not for Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I think if they're going to do the faction, who better than ROH stalwart and guy who they mentioned being the guy from ROH?
Roderick
Strong.
Exactly. Yeah.
Delete them. Personally, I said this, 3-4 months ago? When these rumors started flying?
Yeah.
That Roderick Strong should be leading a group of mixed martial artist style guys like O'Reilly, Fish, and Cole. Baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It looks like it could be coming to fruition.
Because that'll give Roderick Strong something to do. That'll be a good way to get, guys like O'Reilly, Fish, and Cole some airtime, and I do not mind factions.
Yeah, exactly. That was the next point I was going to make. All of a sudden now you have Sanity. You have the tag team of that are the champions right now, the Authors of Pain. You have whatever this new faction is. You still got Heavy Machinery. You got whatever the new, whatever that new tag team they keep talking about is with the.
The Street Kings.
Yeah, they got them. They're pimping out.
I hate Antonio Dawkins. I love these promos.
Yeah, it's a good promo. Plus, you still on the undercard. It's still really they've only wrestled one match on the main card. You got Sabatelli and Moss. You still got TM61 who hasn't come back from injury yet.
Not officially.
Not
televised.
So as of right now, dude, they got a lot of depth at the tag team division.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about a while ago how their tag team division lacked depth.
On the main roster, yeah, it's not so good.
Think about even on NXT with the loss of Revival, the splitting up of DIY.
Yeah, so I mean, now there's a good possibility that this can be huge. I mean, you mentioned DIY. Gargano's going to be doing a singles career, assuming as soon as Ciampa gets better from his injury, that he'll be fighting with Gargano.
And love those matches if it's anything like
the tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, so we'll see what happens here, and that
they were friends.
I was gonna say SummerSlam weekend is what like 2 weekends away?
Yeah.
The 20th, right? 19th and 20th.
Yeah.
So I mean that's gonna be killer, man. That card's looking great. We're gonna see Ember Moon and Asuka go at it again.
Not even that, but look how good SummerSlam itself is looking.
Dude, yeah, it is lining up. Dude, Nakamura is going to take on Jinder Mahal. Now,
that's the only other match I would have wanted to see Nakamura in if it wasn't against AJ Styles.
Yeah, and if that's the case, everybody was telling me, like, oh, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. And I'm looking at it going, how is it a lose-lose situation? They're saying if Jinder wins, it makes Nakamura look weak. But if Nakamura wins, he basically kills Jinder's push. And I'm looking at it going, no. Because if not, ultimately, what I think is if Nakamura loses, it does knock him down a peg or two. Because
Not if he loses to shenanigans.
to shenanigans, it's fine. But if he loses clean, something's messed up. If Nakamura...
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Has Jinder won clean lately?
No.
So do you expect Jinder to win clean against fucking Nakamura?
I would hope not. But if Nakamura wins, I can't help but think that there's going to be a cash-in immediately. So then you have triple threat type stuff build up over the course of the next few months to Survivor Series between Corbin and Mahal and Nakamura.
But you have a faction with Mahal. You have Kali, who they're at least going to get one match out of it, even if it's just be standing on the ring, maybe cops or something. They're going to get at least one match out of the guy. We're not going to enjoy it, but he'll be in the ring, so why not? It's the Survivor Series in some way, shape, or form. But that's where Mahal, I mean, that you don't have to defend that title on that pay-per-view.
Maybe.
Well, there also have been rumors that that going forward after SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar will be appearing. He's supposed to be at what pay comes in September or SmackDown.
Oh goodness. Because no, we just had Battleground, so I think it's a Raw one in September.
In September, he's advertised for No Mercy. So maybe he's not going to leave the WWE. He's going to jump ship to SmackDown.
I don't know. I part of me, when it comes down to it, I just want Brock Lesnar gone. I can't.
Hey, people start to see it my way.
Yeah. I just don't like having the title even appear on the damn show. It's annoying.
He doesn't have to have the title. Why does Brock Lesnar have to have the title around his waist?
Oh no, he doesn't. He honestly doesn't need the title. If he's gonna be going and leaving and coming back, then that's perfectly fine. Just don't put the title on him. That's what I care about the most.
Yeah, if you can bring him in for like they used to do with Baker. He's at that point in his career where he could be used in that style, where he comes in and faces a guy on pay-per-view once in a while, and it's fine. He's Brock Lesnar. Somebody disparages Brock Lesnar, and Heyman shows up and starts the feud. Get Heyman for a couple months, get Brock Lesnar a few times during the
I don't want Brock Lesnar ever. I honestly severely hate that man.
Honestly, part of me would love for him to go and actually take John Jones up on that fight, because John Jones called him out after the UFC fight, and I think it'd be kind of crazy if John Jones actually freaking beat him.
It'd be fun. Oh, you know what is fun with that though? Fights like that. Didn't Conor McGregor and Mayweather weren't just together?
They were, but McGregor got arrested for domestic abuse. Literally just this week. So the fight's off.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is this the second or third time?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Is it McGregor? Sure, because I saw where Mayweather got arrested.
Yeah, Mayweather. Yeah.
Okay, so you said McGregor though, and I'm like,
oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, Floyd Mayweather got arrested
again.
Yeah. I don't know if he got arrested before for the same thing, but yeah, just recently. I don't know. It's one of those things where I read it the other day. I don't know right now. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what happened. And now I'm seeing other reports too that it didn't happen, or I don't know. It's so stupid. Let's see here. Let's see.
I saw where the athletic.
Oh, if this is the case, wow. That's a good way to get fucking talking about stuff, but you're gonna piss people off in the process. Apparently, let's see. So apparently, we all got trolled. Wow.
Cool.
Apparently, we all might have gotten trolled here, because according to TMZ, maybe not.
They're the ones who broke the news.
Yeah, interesting.
So, if we got trolled, it was TMZ doing a troll, and it was they were garbage journalism.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep looking at this because when is the fight supposed to be? Because
from what I saw, they called the fight off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But let me see. I'm looking up more stuff right now.
Yeah, that shit was never gonna happen.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mayweather is terrified of getting into the ring with that man. He will destroy.
Mayweather never fought a real fucking fight in his life.
Mayweather will get destroyed in that ring, and because you couldn't book a boxing match with. Besides that, doesn't McGregor have a boxing background?
He does. Slight boxing background. Yeah, never.
Look at Mayweather's face. He is not unfriendly to pain and suffering with his freaking nose. I mean, this guy has been beat up. He doesn't care, Mayweather. He will kill you. Vince McMahon cannot pay him enough money to take a dive for you with his hands behind his back, you itch. Big Show would rip you in two in real life.
Okay. Well, again, depending on all the trolling and stuff, what I'm seeing is honestly, I'm seeing dates and times still of Saturday, August the 26th. Sorry. Yeah, of this month.
You know what?
Yeah.
July.
No, of this month.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for fight. I thought you said you got arrested.
No. The fight is this month. Yeah, this month, the 26th of August.
Have you seen the little gift they put out?
Oh, Mike Tyson Punch-Out thing?
With McGregor and Mayweather?
Yeah. No hugging. God damn it, no hugging. Fuck. And then McGregor at the end just says fuck it and kicks him in the fucking head and ground and pounds him. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So the it could have been trolling, but again, I saw something about him getting arrested, so maybe it was something old that people were just reposting again. I don't know, because now I'm seeing now as I'm looking stuff up, it's Snopes is saying that it's false. So I don't know. This is weird.
We'll find out. Vegas.
Yeah, so here, who knows? Yeah, because a lot of stuff I'm seeing is older stuff, so it's possible that we are getting trolled. So, well, okay. Well, hopefully the fight's still on if that's the case, because I want to see McGregor beat the shit out of him, dude. I really do. I hate Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
They're both kind of dicks, but I'd rather see McGregor win only because I really despise boxing. I'm to a point now where boxing is an absolute fucking joke. So.
Yeah. I don't know how you read the odds or anything on fights.
Okay. What does it say?
That good, huh?
Yeah. Shocking.
It's saying minus on as of November 17th, the odds are minus 2050. Mayweather plus 950. McGregor.
So McGregor's the underdog. Yeah, if it has the plus number, that means he's the underdog. I don't know when it comes to the actual numbers. I don't know exactly what it means because, again, I can read a horse booking score sheet, but I don't know what it is for MMA. I don't know how the numbers actually work, but except for the fact that plus or minus me next to your name means you're the favorite and you're giving up points, and plus means you're the underdog and you're getting points. So
as of now, as of this month, the odds as of August 4th are McGregor is a 375 underdog now, and he started out at 950.
So it's getting closer.
Yeah, it's getting real close because McGregor's only up 550.
Okay.
The comments, this dude, Ron Pastak, said, "What a laughable contest. If Mayweather doesn't stop him in the first round, he's carrying it."
Oh, well, see, here's the thing. McGregor is used to getting hit with basically bare knuckles. Like the UFC fight gloves are super freaking thin. It's basically there to protect the knuckles. That's it. He's going to be getting hit with a pillow. I mean, the 12-ounce gloves it's going to basically be getting hit in the face with a pillow.
Well, he's going to need one because he's going to get hugged to death.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Part of me thinks that McGregor's going to knock him. It's going to be like a Tyson fight. Either he's going to knock him out in the first 2 rounds, or he's going to like literally shoot his wad in the first 2 rounds and then get knocked the fuck out in the third. Like, that's my hunch. Because Mayweather, if he's not hugging people, he's on a bicycle running the fuck away. So that's why I can't stand boxing anymore, because it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. Like, sometimes I wonder like what fights the referees are watching. Hell, even in some MMA fights, I wonder. It's like, god damn, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens here in the with the fight coming up here later in the month. Again, hopefully everything is still on, and it's not something where, like I said, we might have gotten trolled by all the McGregor posts and whatever in the past, and him being an asshole right back to Mayweather. So, but hey, Scott.
Yeah.
You want to talk some Lucha Underground?
No.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Lucha Underground anyway, so screw you. So we are now getting to a point now where we are in the quarterfinals, the actual group finals, the overall quarterfinals of the Cueto Cup. We finally get another Matanza sighting. Finally, after
we also get back finally the Gift of the Gods title.
Yeah, which is going to be coming back here soon in the next week or two.
I was literally before the segment thinking about where the fuck is the Gift of the Gods title?
Yeah, so we're going to get that again.
The segment explained it to me.
Yeah, so we get that. We wind up getting more. Again, I love how they do such a good job with their video packages. It's not like WWE does a video package at the beginning of the show once in a while, and it's really for their main storyline, and that's it. When Lucha Underground does one, it's literally for stuff in the past that you're going to see advanced tonight. So we got stuff of Mysterio and El Dragon Azteca, Puma, Dario Cueto, Matanza, Marty the Moth, and Melissa Santos. Dude, it carries on everything. So that's pretty freaking cool. We did get Matanza. Basically, Dario Cueto's like starving him to try to piss him off, which is kind of awesome. So that's kind of cool. First quarterfinal match was from Group B. We got Pindar versus Phoenix. Dude, we haven't seen much of Pindar, really, aside of freaking tag team action. But Pindar held his own, man, with Phoenix for a good long while.
It wasn't bad.
So, but ultimately, we do get a Phoenix victory from the whole matchup there, and afterwards we get the Worldwide Underground talking with Dario, basically him admonishing them, saying you cannot be interfering in Johnny's match, otherwise I'm not going to allow you to have the opportunity to be part of the Gift of the Gods tournament, as Scott was saying. Kudos to Jack Evans for trying to talk with a wired shut jaw. That was fucking funny. I thought that was pretty good. That's just me.
That poor dog's vasectomy, though.
Oh man. So there's that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Gift of the Gods. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. We got Puma and Dante Fox squaring off in their quarterfinal matchup coming out of Group D.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour right out the freaking gate.
So no sell the match.
Yeah, Chihuahua. Yeah. Puma had his moments. Fox had his moments. And,
No one took a nap.
the what now?
No one took a nap.
No one. Not at all. And we wind up getting, his 6:30 splash. Puma gets the victory and moves on. So it looks like Puma's going to be facing Phoenix in the next round.
Which we kind of figured was going to happen.
So, yeah. But then after the match, freaking Killshot comes out and starts whooping up on Fox. So that's kind of cool. They're going to continue that feud because that goes back to their time in the military, which is kind of sweet.
And Braun Strowman Price 5 a little after that. I'm not through with you.
Yeah, and then
Still the best storyline going on Raw.
yeah, that is true. Then we got another video package. The Captain Vasquez, whatever the hell, I think that's what her name is. The police officer who has Cortez Castro undercover in the temple. She basically is bitching him out for losing. He apparently was Veneno. He was Venom. He was the Venom guy. Shocker of all shockers. But she basically wants him to not figure out more stuff about Dario now. She wants Cage because he murdered the councilman in the previous episode. But she mainly wants the Gauntlet. So we're playing.
He wants his fist.
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, good lord. So yeah. And the fun part about this whole thing is she what is it? It's just to a point where like, dude, nobody's gonna get that away from Cage. How in the freaking hell are they gonna do that? So I don't know.
Prying from his cold dead hand?
Maybe. And then also too, if you didn't catch it there, she also has, after Castro left the office, she does have her own like half of a medallion. Which, if that's the case, didn't Katrina have a medallion as well?
I don't remember that far back.
So that's something to speculate, something to think about. So we'll see.
I'm sure things will come full circle soon enough.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Main event, Johnny Mundo taking on El Dragon Azteca with the Worldwide Underground band from ringside during the matchup. Key phrase there. So yeah, man. Freaking El Dragon Azteca, man. For being somebody that I really didn't know about in the last year or so, up until the last year or so, this dude is good. He's good. And Mundo, God, man, it's amazing to think that after his time in WWE, I thought that he was not going to do wrestling anymore. I thought he was going to get into acting and stunts and doing all that stuff. Dude, he has stepped up his game so much because of Lucha Underground. It's amazing. And AAA.
It helps having, a steady paycheck and, getting good enough where you can pretty much call your shots on the indies and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. So,
he's one of those guys now.
Yeah. So, after a few back and forths here, Mundo gets the end of the world to defeat El Dragon Azteca, getting ready for his match with Rey Mysterio. But Mundo, again, at the end of the match, goes to beat the crap out of him with a chair. And eventually Rey hits the ring to make the save, which is kind of neat. And then eventually Rey and Azteca kind of start walking towards the back. But Johnny Mundo finally starts to head back that way himself. And Rey Mysterio's family's in the front row. and specifically his son Dominic. Now, if you guys remember the storyline WWE, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio.
One of the greatest shirts ever made, I'm Your Papi.
Yeah, exactly. Dominic is now like 19 years old. 18, 19.
He's also like twice the size of Ray, so I think Eddie really was his papi.
Dude, he's like 6 foot tall. Well, Mundo started getting in his face, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool that Mundo and him started jaw jacking for a while. And they get a little physical. Dominic ends up on the ground at one point in time. Ray comes out. And the Worldwide Underground freaking grab Ray. And, dude, it was funny, man. I was like, dude, that's a way to get some serious freaking heat going.
And they cracked Dominic in the head with the belt.
Yeah, so that's kind of awesome. So, yeah, it looked like he was going to hit Ray, and then he turned and freaking clocked freaking Dominic instead. So... yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, that was kind of awesome. I love it. I'm pretty happy with that. And then to finish the show off, we get Marty the Moth being creepy as Melissa Santos is getting a piggyback ride from Phoenix. So, yeah, we're going to...
just walk around with no pants on at this point, the way she's throwing herself at him.
Yeah. Well, and the fun part is the way they're teasing it, because we saw beforehand with Marty the Moth versus Phoenix, he was trying to like stab him in the head with a fork and tear the mask off. I think we're gonna get a freaking hair versus mask match between those.
You know, Marty's been growing that shit out.
Yeah. So that's my hunch, is that that's what we're gonna eventually get for the first time in Lucha Underground. So we've had a mask versus mask match, didn't we? I think we did, and it was one of the... God, who was it? I know we had one.
Oh, it's Sexy Star versus Superfly. No one remembers that guy.
That's right, Superfly. That's right. So I knew we had at least one. So yeah, there's Lucha Underground. So next week we'll get Mil Muertes and Jeremiah Crane, as well as Tejano, and who the hell is Tejano going against? I don't have Pentagon Dark. There you go. I didn't have it in front of me.
So I'm expecting we'll be seeing in the semifinals Pentagon Dark and Mil Muertes.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Unless the only thing I can say, what now?
Although I'd love to see Craig win.
Yeah.
To advance the storyline that they have, that would be fucking insane.
Yeah, that would be cool. We'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens there, man. I'm excited, dude. I love fucking Lucha Underground. It is like the best wrestling show on TV. They balance. I mean, you talked about Harry at the top of the show. It was talking about the athleticism and entertainment and whatnot. Dude, Lucha Underground has the best freaking balance of that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's got both spades, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where WWE, there are times where it's like, dude, you talk too fucking much. And their matches are just, oh, okay, here, we're going to do a couple of big spots and then a lot of rest holds, and then here's your finish. But freaking Lucha, man, like, it's insane. It is so good. I can't say enough good things about it. So... But, yeah, man, so I'm looking forward to next week and seeing exactly what they're going to do with the Gift of the Gods to see who gets the medallions, who from the Worldwide Underground will be taking on whom from the rest of the roster. Because we haven't seen Sexy Star in a little bit. We haven't seen,
Well, we know Sexy Star is probably going to take on Ty at some point.
Yeah, you would think.
Especially since they teased it with the brass knucks.
That's true. I forgot about that. That was a couple weeks back now. So that's that's the last time I think we saw her was the brass knucks. Mm-hmm. So, and then we haven't gotten a conclusion to the Son of Havoc, Son of Madness yet. So I'm sure we're gonna get that. We've been teased about the kill shot and Fox. Conclusion possibly. Yeah, man, it's been cool. We haven't seen anything more with the White Rabbit tribe and Mascarita Sagrada. So it's gonna be fun. They got a few. What they have 3 more weeks, I think. I think just that.
What?
Of
For the tournament? Yeah, tournament ends in 3 weeks.
Yeah. So and at the end of the tournament, I don't know if that's gonna be the end of the season though.
No, I don't think so.
I hope not. That's what I was worried about.
Back in July, right? We only get back in July.
True, but again,
Yeah, that's only been 8 weeks. You should have at least another 10, 12 more episodes.
I hope. I'm crossing
I
my.
think the first half of the season only played, so it's only 20. Then it's been about 6, 8 weeks. Just half a season, good third of the season left.
I'm hoping it's not what I'm thinking it is, but yeah, if they're gonna run Gift of the Gods, I mean, they have to have way more than that. So
yeah, we're nowhere near ready for that.
Unless they go for it at Ultima Lucha, whatever. We're at Ultima Lucha 4. Is that what we're gonna have this year? Is 4? We're in season 4.
Well, that's if there is a season 4. We're on season 3.
Are we on season 3? How many Ultima Luchas have we had?
2.
Has it only been 2? I didn't know if we had Ultima Lucha 3.
Why would you have each season?
I don't. Oh, I for some reason I thought we might. I don't remember why I'm thinking we had one in the middle of the season for some reason.
No.
I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, then we still get an Ultima Lucha, so we do probably have a few more weeks after in September. So. Yay!
Which I'm very happy with.
Yay! Yeah, I am too. So. All right. So from crazy characters on one screen to crazy characters on another screen. How's your animated August looking, Scott? How?
They have 4 movies online.
You have 4. Are you watching more tonight after we're done with this?
I'm going to throw at least one on. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm going to be behind at some point.
Okay. What?
I'm going to be behind until SummerSlam's over, and then I can really just watch, hopefully 3 or 4 or 5 movies a night.
Nice. So for those of you guys, if you haven't been paying attention the last couple of weeks, over at horrorsonline.proboards.com, we do movie marathons for the last few months of the year. This one is a brand new one for us because normally we start in September, but this is animated August. So any movies that are predominantly animated, so it could be traditional animation, claymation, stop motion, it could be 3D, but it has to be entirely 3D for the most part. It can't just be, hey, X-Men has CGI. No. Or it can be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit type animation where it's half and half. That's fine. So yeah, we're doing this and we try to.
Roger Rabbit is definitely one of the few ones. I mean, it's pretty much like a whole show about animation.
Exactly, too.
Animated characters live in real life. I don't know if I'd accept. No, I'd probably accept Cool World. That weird Brendan Fraser film, maybe.
Or Space Jam, or the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. If many of the main characters are animated in some fashion, then yes, it's allowed.
So.
As much as I'd like to accept, Jason and the Argonauts, that's mainly live action. Just because everything, is stop motion within the film doesn't make it an animated film.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to see stuff like that, but yeah, it can be stop motion the whole way, which is cool, but yeah.
So does it count? Because I watched the Stick of Doom, all the cutscenes that made it to an hour and 40 minutes.
You mean what? The South Park, The Stick of Truth? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that thing. It was the Stick of Doom. We're all getting attacked by now.
The Stick of Truth, the cutscenes from all the video game. I don't know. Would that count?
It's actually a nice little continuous movie.
It is.
And it's funny as hell.
That's one I want to put on my list. Is eventually the South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
That's a good one.
So, you want to start then, Scott, with your list here, and then we can get comments from Boobs and myself.
All right, now this mighty list is 4 movies long. So
again, at the time we're taping this, it's the 5th. So it's not so bad.
It's you.
Well, you're 1 day behind. That's not bad. In the past, I've been behind too.
Technically, it's August 6th here, asshole.
Oh,
Scott,
sorry.
By the time Brian Perez arrives in New York City for SummerSlam, you'll be chugging along with your list.
Has he even?
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on with that shit.
I was gonna say I haven't talked to him about that, and I was gonna be like, have you even talked about doing that? I was just talking about that today with my.
But hopefully, I'll do some work on the apartment tomorrow after watching Spider-Man.
Cool. So
at least maybe find. No, I have no place to put the fucking movies at all. I really don't. But,
you could actually call Spider-Man a animated movie with all the CG in it.
no.
What about Jurassic Park?
I wouldn't even accept fucking Avatar.
Avatar's a horrible film.
I still wouldn't accept it, even though 99% of it is fucking blue screen cartoon.
yeah, no.
Got animated. Why could you do aliens? It's animated.
No, it's not. Using CGI to bolster a 3D film is not animated.
Okay.
That's way too many live people in there trying to make it look real.
Yeah.
If it was made to look like a giant fucking cartoon a la my first movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Yeah.
then I'd accept it.
Okay.
Look, these are rules. Fuck you, Boobs.
I'm just asking. I
No.
need clarity on it because I've seen a couple of animated films in the last couple of weeks.
No, you haven't. You've seen movies with a lot of animation to enhance the real life version of the film.
No, no. I went on YouTube and they put stuff out there, something like animated movies. That's how I watched Stick of Truth movie. I found it on YouTube.
Why would you ever think of me with South Park? I can't stand that show.
I don't care. It's what I watch. I thought it was funny.
Think of me while you're watching it. I feel violated now.
You feel violated. I feel violated. Scott, he told me to think of him while I'm watching a cartoon.
I said don't.
I wasn't thinking of you.
Think of Brian.
I don't. The only time I'll think of Brian watching a cartoon is if it involves Thomas the Train.
Yeah. Oh, bad. No, but to your first selection there, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Classic film, one of the greatest, I think, personally.
Absolutely. I never get tired of watching this movie. It's a great film. Bob Hoskins is just, top notch in it. The voice acting is great. The animation is really stellar. You really can't find anything else about this film that's really that bad. They even got the original voice actress for Betty Boop to play Betty Boop.
The fun part, if you have the DVD or the Blu-ray and get to see the behind the scenes on that, on how they did stuff,
I haven't watched the behind the scenes in a while, but I do have it on DVD. This is probably one of the rare times I'll actually buy a Blu-ray of it one day if I find it for a good price and upgrade.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the behind the scenes stuff on how they got it perfect, man. They had to do what it takes. It really
does seem seamless, doesn't it?
And that was done. What year did that come out again? Remind me. 88. So in the 80s, I mean, green screen technology was there, but it was like really not, I mean, top of the line like what you're seeing now, obviously. But yeah, man, that was I mean, a pretty unique little thing. I mean, Disney may have done a couple of things here and there, Song of the South and stuff like that, where or Bed Knobs and Broomsticks or something right around that time too. Mary Poppins, yeah. So
I mean, it's not uncommon for Disney to have done it, but it's not just Disney. It was the company, I think it was Miramax that did it, not Disney.
Yeah.
And it was just a huge.
And to get all the characters.
For them to do, and they made it seem so seamless. That's what's so good about it.
And to get not just Disney, Warner Brothers characters. I mean, Betty Boop. I mean, they got every single freaking character in there, which is
the only reason they were allowed to use Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck was if they had the same amount of screen time as Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. So to make that happen, the company who made the film and wrote it decided to put them in the same scenes together, so they're always sharing the same amount of screen time.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Kind of weird thing to do to Disney, but funny as hell that he did it to Disney.
Yeah, so
the thing with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when I was young, man, it was so groundbreaking because, I mean, you could really, at that time, you couldn't tell the cartoon got really in the movie with it. It just was
Yeah, you didn't even think twice about it. It like Scott said.
It seemed like it worked. It was supposed to be that way.
Yeah, it was seamless.
It seemed like without him there, the whole thing would work because of the interaction with the tunes and each other.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't even just interaction with the tunes. It's the way Eddie Valiant and Roger Rabbit interacted with one another that made it realistic.
Right.
It's like you were sitting there like, oh, Toontown, it's the next town over in Hollywood. You know, there's a whole fucking country of cartoons over there, and that's normal.
And it worked perfectly.
Walking around surrounded by living animation, and that's fucking normal. There's a 2D rabbit standing there, and that's fucking normal.
I love it, dude. It's freaking great. And then
We don't question it, do we?
no, not at all. And like the littlest things, like you mentioned the Disney and Warner Brothers characters, Mickey and Bugs having to be on the screen at the same time. The scene where he's falling and they're literally, I don't think you want it. No, I want it. All right, give him the spare, and it's a freaking spare tire instead of a parachute. Classic gag.
Or how they tricked them into getting the drink.
Yeah. Getting them to, I do.
You don't want it. You want it. I don't want it. You don't want it. I want it. You don't want it. I want it.
Yeah. Yeah, that, I mean, just the little things here and there. I love the freaking random ass song and dance number at the end to make the weasels die laughing. Yeah, I mean, it's freaking, dude, it's such a good movie. Honestly, one of my favorites.
It's an all-time classic, and it deserves to be on, like, you know, if you have, like, a best 50 list, it better be on it.
Yeah.
next.
Oh, next, Zootopia, because I can't stop watching it.
It's a good movie. It is a good.
That's about it. It's fun.
Yeah, it is a good movie. So cool. Yeah.
Then, because of work, we did a field trip on Wednesday to a movie theater to watch a $1 movie, and the $1 movie we watched was Sing.
Hey. Okay, how was that? I heard it wasn't good.
It was okay. I mean, Matthew McConaughey's character, Buster Moon, was great. Few of the characters were okay, but overall it's just a generic, you know, happy-go-lucky ending film type thing.
Okay.
Again, with singing.
That's cool. $1 movies, dude. That's awesome.
Well, they do older films. They did that or The Secret Life of Pets.
Oh, okay. That actually is a good one, too.
The kids voted for Sing. I've already seen The Secret Lives of Pets. I procured a copy of it for a one-time use. I would buy that if I found it for a decent enough price. It was actually a good, entertaining movie. Pointless as fuck.
The Secret Life of Pets, yes.
Really pointless as fuck. And Kevin Hart playing a rabbit, I still don't know how to respond to. But overall, it was definitely a much more entertaining movie than Sing.
Yeah.
Didn't hate Sing, but it's not like I'm sitting there going, oh boy, I can't wait to watch that again. Where I would be willing to throw in Secret Lives of Pets right now if I owned a copy.
I just love the freaking the owner Lee of the Ritzy dog freaking poodle leaves, and then all of a sudden System of a Down is playing.
Okay, so you like a joke from the trailer. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. I do like that one.
It's a cute trailer, but I'm just like, they got System of the Down at this shit. And then you see cartoons when they start playing, like Megamind. Have anyone seen Megamind?
It's been a while, but yes.
Okay, remember when he finally shows back up to be the hero at the end?
Mm-hmm.
And they're fucking playing Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle.
Just seems
like,
out of place.
No,
But
you did not know what that fucking song's about.
yeah.
I think for me, part of the Secret Life of Pet was the Dark World turning into the Underground. That was kind of different.
With the alligators and all the disregarded pets, and
That was kind
I
of
would
different.
say this, the ending when they found out the owner's dead,
oh, dude, yeah.
that was crushing.
Yeah, the freaking hawk. That hawk was hilarious.
Also, even better is this, he's so sophisticated sounding because he's voiced by Albert Brooks.
Yeah, it's just I'm like sitting there. The littlest freaking whatever that little Pomeranian, whatever, was it, Gidget, I think was her name?
Yes.
Oh my god, she's like trying to keep him in check the whole time. Oh man, that was good.
It's definitely, of the two films, a more entertaining film. Unfortunately, none of the kids wanted to see it, so we all went to see Sing. It's also a really long fucking movie with way too much fucking singing in it. Look, I'm down for an animated musical. I understand there's going to be singing in it, but oh my god, shut the fuck up.
So how about just anime?
Only if it's the uncensored version from the 70s.
Animate Grease, is that what you said?
Animate the movie Grease, the original.
I want to see John Travolta, an animated John Travolta talking about, there ain't no shit, we'll get lots of grease lightning.
It's at the beginning of the movie, if they carried that through in the whole film. That would be awesome.
That would be great.
That would be awesome. They should. But hey, Ron Howard, animate the movie Grease, because I know you like to do kind of weird stuff like that, but people will go see it. It'll be bad as hell. It'll be cool. And they'll be singing.
That'd be fun.
I actually just watched Grease not too long ago. God damn, it's still good. Hell, we went to an amusement park a week and a half ago, part of the trips, right? And one of the songs they were playing was the lead song to Grease. Grease is the word. I'm standing there, the only schmuck in the whole amusement park singing that shit.
That's funny.
Why would that make you schmuck? It's a great.
Well, because I'm the only schmuck standing there singing, and I feel disappointed that other schmucks weren't doing it with me.
A great film.
Oh, God, it's fantastic. Some of the best songs are from there. Hell, one of my favorite bands, Less Than Jake, actually covered 8 songs from the movie.
Shit.
So it cost me like $30 to buy that shit on CD, too, back in the day.
We saw that crap at a drive-in, and I don't call it crap because it's crap. It's one of the best movies ever damn made.
Sometimes you use shit as an example of, just, hey, we saw that thing, shit, interchangeable word.
Yeah, it's a good word. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even like musicals that much, and I will watch Grease every week if I could.
And went to they had the 20th anniversary release of the movie at the theaters. Me and my sister and nieces and nephews all to the theater, and me and my sisters were dancing to the music in the front. We sat way up front so we could get up and dance towards the crowd.
Nice.
It was awesome.
A very Rocky Horror Picture Show of you.
Oh, dude, when you get a whole bunch of 30-somethings up there, we were having a blast. It's one of the greatest movies of our childhood. Grease is it is a movie that is a part of my youth. It will always be. I don't know anybody that I've ever met or ever known that did not think Grease was one of the greatest movies they'd ever seen. The music was perfect. The music told the story for you. It wasn't a contrived.
Oh, Grease is the word.
It's the word that you heard.
Plain and simple. That's exactly what it is. Grease is the word.
Daniel, you were supposed to say it's got meaning.
Yeah, nothing.
I missed that. Sorry. I missed my cue.
You missed it. Damn it, Ed. Why do you sit on the other side of Johnny there and just miss him all the time?
I don't know.
Wait, you kind of look like Johnny in your avatar.
Oh, goodness.
Behind the desk.
Yeah, that avatar that you see on my Skype was actually me, one of those bit strip things from Facebook where it was literally me sitting at the Resolute desk in the Oval Office.
You had the grandeur.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's like every person's worst nightmare is me as the president.
I know, I'd be fucked.
So, but that was 3. What was your number 4 there, Scott?
I watched Monsters University, and I'm probably gonna watch Monsters Inc. after this.
Monsters, dude, that is such a good movie. And it's not one of the higher ranked Disney Pixar films. But it's still really good. It's like subtly good.
I enjoyed it. I liked, how it was all put together. I definitely need to watch Monsters Inc. now to follow it up, though.
Yeah. I think it's funny, man. Like, just the the bullshit that they do, making it seem like again it's pledging for the fraternity and the revenge. It's basically Revenge of the Nerds animated.
Pretty much.
That's really what it is.
You're talking to me like that's a bad thing.
No, I'm not.
How many times I've watched Revenge of the Nerds over the last 30 years?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. So, but no, it's one of those movies that most Pixar fans would not think about that being as a top movie, but it's still good, man. It's so
they did Monsters Inc. and they rolled into something completely different, just totally outside of what Monsters Inc. was. So as a sequel, it was damn good.
As a fine prequel.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what you would call it.
Mike Wazowski.
But yeah, it's like it's totally outside of what Monsters Inc. is about, and that's what's really cool about it.
Yeah, gave it some depth to the backstories of the characters and how they became best buddies and how they were rivals at first, really, when it came down to it, and they needed each other's help. So
that's what they were the best.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever take you down. Sorry.
Let it go.
Don't do that again, please.
Okay. I'll be sure to do it again next week.
I won't be on next week.
Yeah. All right. So you had only 4 for now, so you're a little behind, but it's okay. He's got plenty of time. We are early on in the month.
I don't know. I might miss anything because I should be going to bed in about half an hour, but I guess at this rate I'm not going to since the show is only supposed to be an hour long.
Oh, are we? Okay. Well, we'll.
So hurry the fuck up and tell us your list.
All right, I'll tell you the list, and we'll cut it short today. I was like thinking, okay, I knew it was going to be short, but I didn't know how short. So in preparation for the family reunion that I went to today, I had to watch the movie that speaks about my Ohana, my family, Lilo and Stitch. I love that movie. Such a good little Disney movie, and again, my family has roots in Hawaii, so it's kind of nice. Watched that one. I watched We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, another voice acting credit to John Goodman there.
You know, I haven't watched that in so long. I think I had that shit on VHS. I'm going to have to break that out.
It's a good little movie. I liked it. I thought that was a pretty good one. Yeardley Smith actually plays the voice of one of the characters in it, and so I'm like, hey, it's Lisa Simpson.
No, I can't watch it.
Oh. Here's another movie that I really didn't want to watch, but my nephew's been like obsessed with it for the last month or so. The Emperor's New Groove.
That's a weird one to be obsessed with.
I don't know. He likes it. I just David Spade grates on me. I don't like David Spade.
He is really.
Oh, but Tommy Boy.
Oh, I don't care for David Spade. He seems smarmy and an asshole, and I just don't care for him.
Oh shit!
Another movie again. John Goodman voice acted in as well. John Goodman voice acted in The Emperor's New Groove too. He was the villager guy. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Was he the fireman?
No, the one that Cusco's gonna take his land for his summer home. And that has to basically help him get back to town as a llama.
He's a cowboy?
No. So.
He's one of the village people, you said.
The villagers, not the village people. Come on.
Would those not be the village people?
I'm not in this conversation.
So he knows you're wrong. It's the village people.
Oh goodness. So all right, moving on. I watched Tangled for the first time. Which actually,
what did you think? Because I really enjoyed that film.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't know if I was gonna like it. I've heard the music from it plenty of times because again, the Pandora Disney station plays a lot around my nephew. So yeah, no, I really liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. No complaints really. That's one I'd more than likely watch again. I watched.
Yeah, I was very happy when I found out the Salvation Army for $2.
Yeah, no, I thank my sister for letting me borrow that one. I watched TMNT, the completely animated TMNT. They did one. It's all entirely 3D CGI. Did you ever see that one? They have to like gather the.
I own 2 copies of it.
Okay, yeah, they're gathering crazy monsters, and this one guy's trying to like kill himself so he doesn't have to live forever, and the other whatever stone. Yeah, it's weird. Totally not a normal thing. At least I don't know. It's weird. Here's one. I totally found this on an actual fluke. Rockadoodle.
Jeez, I haven't watched that.
That movie came out in 1991. Basically, the rooster gets basically shamed out of the farm because the sun comes up without him crowing, and then the sun goes away and doesn't come back after he left the farm and went into the big city and became.
The owls take over.
The owls take over, and he's in the town not knowing what the hell's going on back at the farm, and he's basically Elvis. It's hilarious.
It's a name I've never forgotten because of the movie Chanticleer.
Chanticleer, yeah. I loved it, dude. It's such a good little movie, man.
I don't remember watching it in the last 20 some odd years, man. It's been so fucking long.
Yeah, it's been the movie came out in 91, so I
wonder if I still got the VHS for it.
Yeah, it's 26 years old. That's a big deal. From there I moved on to
Is that Don Bluth?
Yes, it is.
That says a lot right there, man.
Yeah, again, and it
what the fuck Don Bluth is at this point, right?
and it does start out with a little bit of live action because the kid gets turned into an animated cat, and then it carries on the story. The next one I have on my list does the same thing. It was The Page Master with Macaulay Culkin.
That's an underrated fucking film.
It is really good. Also, the voice stylings of Patrick Stewart, Whoopi Goldberg, Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd plays a Frankenstein book.
No, he's the Page Master.
No? Oh shit! Who played the Frankenstein book?
Who played the Frankenstein book? Let me look that one up real quick.
Shit! You know what the problem is? I got confused for a second. We watched it like over 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
3 weeks to watch the damn film because we were watching it like in the last 45 minutes of programming. So we never got to see like the full fucking film straight through. So I confused.
Horror was played by Frank Welker.
Oh, Jesus. You know who else Frank Welker played?
Who?
Megatron.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He was the original Megatron voice, and they tested to see if he should revive the voice in the movies, but they felt that he was too old, so they got what's his name to do it? The guy who played Agent Smith. Oh,
Hugo Weaving.
Yes.
Yeah, and then also Leonard Nimoy is in it as well as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Who also, oddly enough, played a version of Megatron.
That's funny. Small world.
Remember, if you ever watched the animated movie, Megatron was turned into Galvatron by Unicron, and Galvatron is voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
Nice. We do have one overlapping.
It's like 6 degrees of Page Master.
I know,
right now.
exactly. I do have one that overlaps. I did watch Zootopia last night before going to bed. I do.
It's hard not to enjoy that.
It is such a good movie. And then just this afternoon, evening before our going on the air here, it literally finished like maybe 20 minutes before. I watched The Corpse Bride for the first time.
I have never seen that film.
Yeah, you know what? I liked it. It's a little weird.
It's a Tim Burton stop motion animation film.
Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be a little dark. It's gonna be a little twisted, and basically it's the whole point of the story is it's a setup marriage between the main character and this other woman. And he's stumbling and bumbling over all of his stuff in the rehearsal of the wedding, and then he goes out into the forest and finally gets his lines right and doesn't realize he accidentally proposes to a corpse. And she accepts, and the shenanigans that happen from there. So it's pretty cool. Some of the animation and they had the music numbers and stuff too. So it was pretty cool. It's dark. It's dark for sure because it is Tim Burton, but yeah, it's still fun.
So what movies do you want to watch for the rest of the month?
Oh man, I'm probably
skip next week.
Yeah, because again, I mean, I'm ahead right now. I'm at 9. But again, I know that I'm probably gonna have some time where I can't watch stuff. So I want to watch. There's a sequel to one of the animated Resident Evil films that I want to watch. It's called Resident Evil Damnation. That one I've been trying to get it to work on Crackle, but for some reason the Crackle servers are acting shitty. Because that one's on there. I'm probably gonna wind up watching Final Fantasy Advent Children.
That's the live action one from like early 2000s, right?
It's completely animated. There was another one that you're thinking it was Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, which is another one. Yeah, the Advent Children feels more like anime, and the Spirits Within, it was like a 3D the CGI, yeah, real theater release. Yeah, the other one wasn't. It was a straight to video, at least in the United States. But I have the other one too, so I can end up watching both.
I've had a chance to buy Spirits Within for like probably like a couple of dozen times. All the times I've found it at the Salvation Army, and I just never have.
Yeah, it's honestly it's not a great movie. I have it on DVD. I think I've watched it twice ever since I bought it, maybe twice. So it's just kind of whatever for me. But other than that, I know I'm gonna probably watch Big Hero 6, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I got more. I found Pinocchio, dude. I haven't watched Pinocchio since I was a kid, so I'm probably gonna throw that one in too.
I have a few on my pile that I need to watch that are just films I haven't watched that I own right now, and I'm looking at them at the moment. I see Cinderella, The Little Mermaid, The Princess and the Frog, Pocahontas and Pocahontas 2, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Pinocchio, and Bambi. Yes, I've been buying each and every one of those fucking signature editions that have come out from Disney, even though I already own some of these on Blu-ray.
Nice. Hey, no.
And I'm sure if I find Lion King, I'll have a 4th copy of Lion King then.
Nice. Hey, nothing wrong with it, man. Nothing wrong with it. So, all right. Well, we'll let you go so you can go watch a movie or go to sleep or do whatever it is you want to go do.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 9 o'clock in the morning. If I get about 5 hours sleep, it should be fine. I'm only gonna watch Spider-Man.
Cool.
I'll buy myself a drink. If I got the free tickets on my phone, then I'll buy myself a drink while I'm there.
Nice. Right on. Cool, man. Well, enjoy that. Boobs, thank you for joining us here. Be sure you check out ProWrestling247.com and also find.
We will be doing a mixed program next week with PW247.com.
Yes.
Or .net or .org or whatever the hell we're dotting now. Because it'll be our pre-SummerSlam special. Now, Scott, you may ask, why are you doing it a week before the pay-per-view? Because I'm going to fucking be there, so I won't be able to do a show.
Yep, exactly. And so you will actually not only get to hear us on this program ourselves, but clips of it will be lifted and brought in because the Boobs will be recording him on his own as well to be on the Pro Wrestling 24/7 site. So be sure to listen to us over there as well.
We also have surprise guests calling.
Surprise guest calling in.
Yep. From
I don't know if I trust this.
Ingrid Isley, Amy, about Michigan.
Women's indie wrestler. Nice.
Yeah, and she's going to be coming on the show with us
for the SummerSlam special.
No. We're gonna talk to her about with us.
Oh, okay. That's on this coming up Wednesday.
No, that's the 19th. 16th.
Okay, so that's a week from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to talk a little bit of women.
Cool.
What independent girl thinks about them.
That's cool. Nice. So be sure, if you're listening to this, hit that subscribe button and the bell on the YouTube so you can hear Girl Blood Radio every single time that we are live, quote unquote. Not really. Just whenever we post them.
We're alive.
Yeah, just to make sure, check in with us. If you don't hear the bell for a while or see that we posted something, please write in and check on us. Be sure to add Gorilla Blood Radio on the Instagram. Scott and myself are over there too. Scott NDX over there, and D Korea 247. And the Boobs, you still have one too. You don't post very often though.
On what?
On Instagram.
No, not too often. I'm working on it to see what my puppies are up to.
Yeah, but it's what, the PW247 is is that what it is now?
That's for the show.
Yeah, so yeah, be sure you can add them. Oh,
247, damn it! Follow me.
So
more interesting.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, forget the show. Just follow Boobs.
No.
Don't even listen to the radio show. No, stop listening to us.
Fuck you.
I was gonna be like, stop listening to us. No, don't come back. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, then, thank you, Boobs, for joining us. For him, for Scott, and me, Daniel Correa.
Huh?
What?
Good night. This is Don Pardo saying good night in sweet dreams.
Oh goodness, dude! I think you missed the generational gap here, dude. Because I don't even know who that is off the top of my head.
I lost on Jeopardy.
Really? Okay. See, you had to explain it to.
It's Don Pardo. That's how we know who the hell Don Pardo is.
No, whatever.
Oh, God, I feel so old.
Yep, you are.
Because you really are.
He's speechless, ladies and gentlemen. That's a first.
No, the only thing going through my head contains 7 letters. One's an F, a U, a K, a space, a Y, a O. So there's only 7 letters.
Technically, it's 6 letters. One just repeats.
He's like, God damn it, I hate you right now for being technically correct.
Good night, John Boy.
Alright, good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to Gorilla Blood Radio. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Guys.